Hi everyone, welcome to Arcachon, just south of Bordeaux. Today I'm visiting Couach. The French shipbuilder is specializing in yachts and military vessels. Florent Battistella, good morning.
Good morning.
You are the CEO of Couach. Can you please first tell us about the history of your shipyard?
Right, okay, so very quickly, it's a 100 plus years old shipyard, starting with the marinization of engines, and around the 60s, the famous Guy Couach decided to build composite boats, small boats, and then the story started. We acquired the shipyard late 2011, and since we are developing our threefold strategy, I will say, a lot of technology, a lot of operation excellence, and keeping in mind that we have to protect the planet.
Florent, today in 2022, how big is your shipbuilding facility and how many employees do you have?
Okay, so today we sit on 70,000 square meters. We have around 20 halls where we manufacture our products, and we are now above 300 people.
All right, and can you please tell us some of the programs that are currently in production here at the site?
Yeah, of course. So we have basically three main programs. Two defense program where we actually built, on the one side, very heavily armed 22 meters long boat for the Middle East. Another, which is behind me, a fast boat for interception. And eventually a very, I would say, long-term program that we are having with the French Association for Rescue, where we have to replace, the current fleet. And we are very proud of it.
Very well, Florent. So can we please now get inside and take a closer look?
Of course, please welcome.
I'm very impressed and surprised to see a tank test in your facilities. The first time I see a tank test at a shipyard. For which reason do you have such an installation?
Right, so for us, the tank test is a very, very important tool. We decided a few years ago, 6 years back, to develop ourselves this tank test with two objectives. First, confirming all the simulation we were doing, all the calculation, because from time to time we had to get back to the official tank test that is not often available and very expensive, let's face it as well. So we decided to insource this capability. So the particularity of this tank test is the boat doesn't move. And this is very, very easy to make a lot of simulation and confirmation of the parametering of all our systems. So we use it at any other boat.
So all your hull forms are tested here?
Yes, all of them. And we even develop the further hulls, right? The new hulls that we will deliver, later. So we play with the shapes, and the behavior of the plane, the boat. We are doing a lot of things here.
Florent, what do we have here?
So here we are in the mock-ups room, where basically we test all the systems that we are developing for the customer, nearly in real life. So we have a request to be able to demonstrate that the softwares and all the connection we are making between the different systems are working properly. This is for our fast patrol boat, 22 meters long, and here we have validated that it is working properly.
So all the integration is conducted here?
Yeah, this is, the specificity of our scope of work. We take the full responsibility of the overall performance of the boats, including the systems that we have mounted on the boat.
Florent, we are now standing in the research and development department in your offices. How important is R&D for Couach?
R&D is more than important, it is crucial for our development. The main objective of this entity that we started a few years ago is to create a lot of value for our customers. So we need to understand our customer and we need to align our talk with our facts, then we need to develop solutions for them.
And here, both engineers and naval architects are working hand in hand?
Yeah, everybody is working hand in hand. Everybody has to bring, its own knowledge of the problems we have to solve, and it is a team working. I mean, there is no one-man show. We need everybody to make it, happen.
And this is where people work on the future of Couach. Can you please tell us a little bit of what's next for Couach?
Yeah, the last step was to integrate systems. So we are very happy that we succeeded in developing, complex and heavy systems on our boat. The next big project for us is to get into the unmanned, surface vehicles. So this is where our focus is today to protect our future.
And when can we expect to learn more about this at Naval, maybe?
Probably Naval will be an opportunity for us to start sharing with the community what we do. But most importantly, we have to deliver a concept, object, let's call it that way, next year during the summer.
Florent, can you confirm that all your boats are produced in composites?
Yeah, all our boats are composite. 99.5% are using infusion process. So everything is through the infusion process. Today, just to give you an idea, every day we manufacture a large piece in infusion process. So large pieces like this hull, which is more than 10 meters long, every day one is manufactured. So for the last 2 years, every day we have made such a part. And looking forward, I would say that our challenge is for sure to carry on controlling all these very complex processes, but to get even better with the planet by turning, with better resins. This is our challenge.
And when the hull is manufactured as well as the pilot house, what's the next step? You have another large building where you do all the outfitting?
Right. When we have manufactured these big parts, these large parts, we send them to the assembly line, which is designed as an automotive line, and we start developing several flows to save cycle time. One of our main objectives when producing, large series is to reduce cycle times. Time is money.
We are now in Arcachon aboard an FPB Fast Patrol Boat 2200. Florent, what is the FPB 2200?
Okay, the FPB 2200 is for Couach is a hull very well managed and known. The news on this boat is that we have developed a very complex system for defense purposes, and we have the full responsibility for the integration of the system. That is the new life of Couach.
All right. Since we are here on the water, can we go out on a test ride?
For sure, let's have a go.
Florent, we are now on the bridge of the patrol boat. I counted 5 operator stations, as well as a large number of mission racks for several systems. Can you tell us about the level of integration on this ship and the various workstations?
Sure. Very simply, on top of the standard station, I would say, just behind me, we have on this bridge, which is rather compact, all the management for sensor and actuators over there with a redundant combat management system, and behind us on that side we have all the communication suite. So very, very compact and very efficient for the crew.
And that's a lot of systems to integrate on a vessel of this size, which is 22 meters in length.
Absolutely. Data acquisition systems, and of course, all the weapon system that we have integrated on this boat. Very challenging.
And given the number of weapon systems, so 2 remote weapon stations, 1 rocket launcher, is there a combat management system on board?
Yes, there is one, which is in front of us actually, the screen here, and it is developed with redundancy as well.
We are now on the lower deck of the FPB 2200. The size and quality of the accommodation is quite impressive. Florent, what's the crew complement on this boat?
Right, so we can accommodate 10 people for mission up to 5 days. And you know, the yachting heritage of Couach is pushing us actually to take a lot of care about comfort of the crew. This is why we believe they will do a very good job and in a very comfortable, you know, situation for so many days.